Do you remember last winter I told you I don't have many personal cold weather stories? Of course you do. Well, after I made that video, I went out and had one. Me and my family almost died, several times. I'm KO Medic, and I talk about simple, life-saving skills, and other crap. Last Christmas, we rented a cabin in the Tennessee mountains. When we arrived, the heat inside the cabin wasn't working. We notified the cabin company, but I'm pretty sure the maintenance guy took one look at the iced-over mountain roads and said, "Fuck that." This cabin had 2 real fireplaces and a small amount of wet firewood and one fake fireplace that barely put out heat. My ex-wife, yes, my family is weird, had the smart idea to open the oven for heat, which helped a little. She is from the north and was in her element. Her 2 husbands, however, me, her ex-husband, and her current husband, are from as far south as you can get. That first night in the cabin, my sons got to see me go a little nuts. I turned into a drill sergeant. I made everyone wear pajama pants, long sleeves, socks, and beanie hats to bed. My ex-wife got everyone matching pajamas, by the way. I made the boys take their fuzziest blankets and put them as the first layer, below the sheets and other blankets. I took any extra blankets and I put them over their windows the best I could. My oldest son thought I was overreacting, but he told me when he woke up and he could see his own breath, he thought to himself,
"Okay, maybe there's some method to the old man's madness."
When it was the warmest part of the next day, me and my son's stepdad, also my friend, said our final farewell to the rest of the family and left to go find firewood. Using four-wheel drive, hopes and prayers, we made it down the mountain. Then we competed in a Hunger Games style death match for fake logs at Walmart, which was the only place that still had firewood, but no space eaters. While we were loading my SUV to the gills with shit we could burn, it dawned on me, I might know how to fix the heat. So, after we defied death again to get back up the mountain, we got a fire going, and while the family sat around it and thawed out, I tried my trick to fix the heat. Essentially, I figured the coils were frozen over, so I started running it on fan-only mode. Lo and behold, after about 4 hours, we tried the heater and it was working. Also, did you know you can disconnect the exhaust vent on a dryer and run it to get some heat that way? Hypothetically, of course, because that would be dangerous and would definitely get you uninvited from renting a cabin.
You're not welcome in my house. Good, your house sucks.
So we had an awesome Christmas, and the next day it was time to leave. Wouldn't you know, that night it snowed. So before I tell you the rest, I want to say the smart thing would have been to just hunker in place. The worst that would have happened was we got charged for an extra night or 2. The cleaning crew couldn't even make it up the mountain. I know this because the cabin company called us and basically said,
"Hey, before you die getting off the mountain, could you clean up extra for the next renters? Thanks."
So, instead of staying where we were safe, happy, and warm, we crammed ourselves, luggage, and Christmas into 2 SUVs, and we said, fuck it, we ball. Keep in mind, only one vehicle had 4-wheel drive. We immediately realized how dangerous this was when we were sliding while driving 4 miles per hour. One thing we did, and a little tip for you, when we started sliding, we kept our wheels turned towards the mountain to hopefully keep us from sliding off the side, because there were no guardrails on this mountain road. At one point, we made it to a nice sunny valley, and word from other cars that had already tried was that a major wreck had the roads blocked ahead. So, instead of just waiting a few hours in our sunny spot, eating Christmas goodies and peeing in the woods, we had the brilliant idea to try to backtrack to the cabin. There is one thought to this day that still has the power to wake me up out of sleep about this little blunder of ours. And that thought is, my God, why didn't we get the kids out of the car first? Let me explain. When we finally had enough of our terror from trying to make our way back up the mountain like damn goats, we decided that the sunny valley and woodsy bathroom wasn't all that bad after all. So, we had to carefully turn around to go slide our asses back down to our oasis in the sun. However, the other SUV, without 4-wheel drive, just couldn't get traction to turn around. All the hell it could do was slide, and slide towards the edge. We should have gotten them out, because my youngest son and my godson, a baby in a car seat, were in that SUV. I feel confident the other driver, my son's stepdad, could have bailed out quickly if he got into a slide that wasn't stopping. I think maybe we should have even put my ex-wife out of harm's way too. Just playing T. Luckily, some true mountain men with ATVs helped us push the car around. Like, they manually pushed it. One of them even said this iconic phrase, "Y'all ain't from around here, are ya?" After that experience, I will grow up never feeling like a real man. Oh, also, another tip. Apparently spraying bleach onto tires helps in snow and ice. So does letting out some of the air. I've never actually done this, so try it at your own risk. Well, to wrap this up, we made it back to that sunny spot where we should have just stayed.
This is my island in the sun.
We ate junk food out of our stockings and listened to Christmas music. Eventually the snowplows and salt trucks made it. We didn't drive home that night. We got a hotel, not in the mountains, and we chowed down at a diner like some people who just cheated death. If you would like some tips on treating hypothermia, there will be a link to my video in the description. If you enjoyed this, here are some ways you can help the channel grow. Take care.